Alrighty, news is here. It's 12 o'clock on the dot. Let me see this. Oh, interesting. Okay, so I was wondering what they were going to do with this banner, because I thought if it was just going to be Jericho, it was probably not going to be worth summoning on. The fact that Halloween Shin and Halloween Roxy are on the banner is actually really interesting. Before I scroll down any further, I really hope that there's a final boss in this. I don't know if there is or not, but we really need another final boss. Like, I'm waiting on a final boss. Plus, it would be a really good time for a final boss to come out, because obviously people need gems for the Escanor coming up soon. But this is actually really cool. From my understanding, this Jericho is pretty lackluster. She's kind of cool because she can freeze, but if I'm not mistaken, I don't think she can level 1 freeze. We can check that though really quickly. I've actually not seen a whole lot on this Jericho in general. Jericho, she's red. Okay. So it's a freeze at level 2, which is kind of annoying. I don't think that's gonna make her a lot less viable. A lot of the other characters have just freezes at level 1. When hero uses skill and critical hit occurs, decrease the defense related stats of the enemy that took the critical damage by 40% for 2 turns. I mean, that could be alright. A detonate skill. Detonate's really just kind of lackluster in general, and she has the same ultimate as everybody else. I don't know how to feel about her. She could be interesting. It is a step-up banner, and it's only a 10-step banner too, which is, well, I think normally they're a 10-step banner, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe. Sometimes there's a 7-step. But the fact that these two are actually on the banner is kind of cool. I still need regular green Shin. Old Fart King is apparently on the banner as well. If I'm not mistaken, they said that they're going to give him away for free. As stated in the 127 dev notes, we will be including unreleased heroes in the new banners. Therefore, we will be including Halloween Queen of Explosions Roxy and Halloween Gamer Shin. That's really interesting that they're doing it like that, because they're not rebranding the characters this time, whereas when they released the Valentine's Day and the New Year's units originally on Global, they just rebranded them. They weren't called like New Year's or Valentine's Day or whatever the little prefix thing that they end up using in this little bracket sort of deal is. They just left them, or they changed those to rebrand them a little bit because they weren't getting released on Valentine's Day and then New Year's. So it's weird that they're just going to keep those as Halloween, but I guess it is what it is. To top it off, we will also include Halloween Gother on the banner. That's actually really nice. I don't know if he'll be rated up or not. Probably these are the rate up heroes. Able to acquire in the new step up draw. You are guaranteed to get Night of Frost Jericho on every 10th step. You are guaranteed to get Halloween Roxy if you accumulate 100 loyalty points. That's not very many at all, if I'm not mistaken, because I think it's 1 loyalty point per diamond, I think. So, and then you get Shin at 200 loyalty points. So, roughly like 200 gems, and you've got all 3 characters. Because 200 gems should put you past. Well, no, I don't know if that'll get you quite to Jericho. But you get Disaster Old Fart King as a clear reward for the Giant Hawk event. So Giant Hawk is coming back. It's been a while since they've done this. I think they've only done this one time on Global so far. I don't know how many times they've done it on JP. I know they've done it at least twice. But these are kind of interesting. Basically, the whole idea behind it is that you just wait a couple of turns and you don't attack, because every turn that goes by without you attacking, you gain like an attack increase buff, and after you get so many of them, you can just do like insane damage. So you basically just want to hold out and be defensive for a couple of turns, and then just go in with huge damage and kill the boss off. Just kind of like another sort of just random little like boss event that they end up putting out, so it's nothing too crazy there. Bring fancy gold coins to the Giant Hawk exchange shop for various rewards. A chance to acquire a new SSR hero. I don't know why everybody's so up in arms about this unit. He's not going to be good. People know he's not good. I don't think there's a final boss. Charge Hawk event and more. Charge Hawk. Scrapmaster Giant Hawk event. Hero enhanced super and ultra increase, salvage rate up, which is really nice considering they just did the half stamina and everything like that. So if you're going to be doing the gear gacha and you get a whole bunch of stuff that you want to salvage, now is the time to do it. Growth event, so there's a new growth event, which is always nice. I'm sure that'll end up giving out a bunch of SSR pendants and such. New bundles, power up discount costume upgrade bundle, power up discount equipment, and power up discount awakening stone bundles. Not really sure what those are. I mean, obviously you can kind of tell what they are from just the like the name of it alone, but who knows what the price is going to be, and I don't know exactly how much you're going to get out of each one. Hopefully they're some of the cheaper bundles. I've actually bought one of the cosmetic upgrade bundles before, and it was okay. It wasn't like super overpriced or anything like that. Plus it gave you a pretty decent amount. I don't know, you need so many costume upgrade materials in general just to max out gear as it is. So some of these bundles just, it's not worth your money, even though like, because like, I can't remember if I bought like the $24 one or if it was like an $8 one. But either way, it didn't, the stuff that I bought didn't even fully upgrade a single piece of gear. So I just, that like not a single one piece of gear. So it seems like a kind of a waste. I think you should be better off just farming the materials out doing demons. Akumu is coming back. This is bad news for most players because this guy is ridiculously hard. Very big AoE boss. He's super annoying. Akumu will be the regular season boss, and Einik will be switched to the off season after the next knighthood reset. So we're lucky that we reset today on Sunday. So that means that the rest of the week we should still have Einik, and then next week on Sunday it will reset over to Akumu. Balance adjustments, Guardian Jericho buffs. So green Jericho and the newer like New Year's blue Jericho looks like they're getting a little bit of stat increases, which is kind of nice. Doesn't look like anything super crazy. HPU went up quite a bit. Pierce rate went up. Crit chance is good for her, or for green Jericho for sure. Resistance, crit defense, crit resistance. Nothing too crazy there. Miscellaneous fixed some issues. Costumes had a purchase period displayed. Okay, so this was a huge question that a lot of people had about Tarmiel and Sariel's costumes having a timer on them. Apparently that was just a bug. They weren't supposed to, or it was either a bug or they just mislabeled it. But those costumes are not going to be leaving, which is good because they shouldn't. Fix the issue where some stats for Elite Demon Gallon of Truth were not applying properly. I don't know who figured that out because who uses Gallon of Truth nowadays? Ending events and bundles. All of the Happy 2021 stuff is going away. The Jericho growth event that's we've got right now is going away. So make sure you do that Jericho growth event tomorrow whenever you get the chance. If you haven't done it already, 100% deathmatch is going away, and then host rewards ×2. So that's a little bit unfortunate. I really wish they would have put a final boss out. We really need to get final boss Bon out of the way, and final boss Escanor should be after that one, which is crazy. If I'm not mistaken, JP is even doing a thing right now where they're bringing back a lot of the old final bosses that they've already gone through. So it's kind of weird that, you know, we don't have a lot of that stuff yet. That is pretty much it for the news. Really quickly, I want to look at Shin and Roxy because I don't know exactly what they do. Obviously, if that's all you wanted to see, thanks for watching. But I really don't know what they do. So I'm not trying to stall for time or anything. I just really am curious. Attacking enemy with debuff skills will result in a critical strike. Okay, so that's kind of interesting. If you build a lot of crit damage on him, he could be good. Inflicts spike damage, which is 2 times crit damage increase. And then this one actually inflicts damage equal to attack on all enemies. Allows use of only rank 1 skills for 1 turn. So he's kind of like Red Gloxenia, which is kind of interesting, but he can be built for crit. That seems really interesting. I actually think that's kind of cool. I don't know, that seems like it could be like pretty neat. I'm kind of hoping that because there's OC characters on this banner that they end up putting Green Shin and some of those characters on the banner. I know there's a couple of people who have already put out like should you summon videos. I want to wait until this banner actually drops, because with the way that they've kind of worded everything, they've already kind of said, hey, we want to try to update like the characters that are like on the back burner, like so some of the like throwaway SSRs that are normally on the banner, they're going to be like changing some of those out, and I want to see who they end up adding on these banners, because this could be okay. Obviously, a lot of you guys are probably just going to skip this and wait for the one Escanor anyway, because I think it's after this update, he should be the next update, because they're doing it every 2 weeks is going to be an update after that. So yeah, he should be the next actual banner. I don't know if they're going to be doing a banner after this week for like the pre sort of festival like they said they might, but if they don't, then he should be the next banner. And then Roxy, I've heard Roxy's actually pretty good. So increases attack related stats of this hero if in the battle by 15% for each ally of the same race, and she is a human. So that's kind of interesting. You could kind of run her with like, well, I was gonna say mono red, but you kind of need Gother on the team for that. Chain Smash inflicts damage equal to 240% of attack on one enemy. Cancels stances and then doesn't attack. Cancels stances and then doesn't attack. Surprise Jack-o'-lantern inflicts charge, which ignores defense on all enemies. So an AoE is kind of nice. I don't know. I mean, 15% for each ally of the same race is kind of high. Because, I mean, if you have everybody, that's 45% increase on stats, which is pretty good. Like, that's pretty ridiculous. I don't know. Apparently, people were saying that she was pretty decent. I have the extra gems for it. I may end up doing a rotation just to get each of these new characters and trying to mess with them a little bit. I don't really have a whole lot of, like, the demon materials and stuff like that to really, like, limit break them all the way. But I'm probably going to try to continue working on that throughout the week and try to mess with these guys a little bit after the update. So we'll try to see how that ends up going. So that is pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe for more content in the future, and I will see you guys this coming up week for more content. Obviously, we've got some new characters to mess with and a new event to go over. So yeah, see you guys then.